It's 7:30. It's time for that old classic show, the Iceberg in the Morning Show. It's a real show. Ho, ho, ho.
So you want to attend an office Christmas party? Sure, that sounds terrific. An office Christmas party is a festive corporate experiment where unlimited alcohol is introduced to people who probably shouldn't be anywhere near the stuff. But the bosses believe it's cheaper than holiday bonuses. Now let's step inside and visit an office Christmas party already in progress. To your right, you'll notice a fully stocked bar turning quiet spreadsheet people into loud philosophers who suddenly feel compelled to explain their entire life story. Wow, some of them are already completely tanked just 5 minutes into the festivities. Good for them. But wait, there's an employee pitching a poor business idea to his boss while slurring his words. He appears to be gesturing with a shrimp cocktail on his finger. What a party. Meanwhile, a creepy-looking older worker is busy chasing a group of female interns with mistletoe. Way to put that upcoming pension at risk, buddy. But hang on, because over to our left, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. There's a highly intoxicated floozy forming dangerous thoughts near the copy machine. Indeed, she's about to become an office legend. Well, our night's about to come to an end, folks, where an evening filled with oversharing, overtouching, and a flurry of bad decisions reaches its highly regrettable conclusion. We hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of an office Christmas party, and we hope your party's filled with even more debauchery. So enjoy the office Christmas party. Please navigate the alcohol-soaked disaster zone responsibly. And if you happen to find yourself by that copy machine, try to leave with both cheeks unscanned. Bye-bye for now, and Merry Christmas.
Excited to live with you and laugh with you?
You do seem excited, Manic.
You know, it's exciting.
It is exciting.
I think it'd be rather exciting.
I'm very excited that I can't. Is there a party? What? No.
I'm so excited!
I didn't know this was going to be happening today. I am ecstatic to be a part of this.
And I'm ecstatic because I'm wearing a sweater. Bzz. Good morning. Happy Friday. And thanks for joining me. Good morning, John, from the flatlands of Indiana. You guys out riding the dunes and cruising like Napoleon Dynamite's grandma? Nothing is more fun than attending your wife's company Christmas party. Hey, Trevor, I don't go. I went year one for Sykeston. Because, yeah, they got to work. And, you're not eligible to win shit, right? Right? So we just have to awkwardly sit there and try to get that joke because I don't work here. I don't know that joke. The people are great. I love the people she works with. But it's not a fun Christmas party for the spouse. And that's kind of, I think, my penance, because I'm sure that's how she feels for a lot of the shit that I make her attend with me. Hey, there he goes to go MC this blah, 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 and I'm going to just sit here like a little wallflower. Sometimes I hope some dude tries to pick her up so I can come flying off the stage like a wrestling move, hit the table, blow, and she can be like, Darren, you overreacted. He's a priest. Or did I? All right, well, good morning. I'm wearing my one-wheel Christmas sweater today because I wanted to show it off. And I used the green screen because I didn't want all the clutter in the back. Sorry, Mr. Metalbones, but I didn't want all the clutter. Good morning to all of you, and thank you and for jumping in. It's our Friday Christmas spectacular. Not really. Nothing really spectacular about this morning's show. I didn't do like crazy show prep. I did do a very fun little AI graphic to end the show with. And we are going to talk about some Wile E. Coyote Christmas knowledge. But anyway, it's on the front. See, it's got the little snowman riding a one wheel. It says, "Are you gnarly?" And on the back, can I show you the back? Man, fuck. It says, "Or noise." And it's really warm, actually. It's pretty cozy because it's chilly this morning. But I'm going to save that party for Stone Richards. We played that little office party shtick thing there because the other day we had like an office lunch here. Just a kind of a nooner. Firehouse Subs, thank you for providing. And, we had some sandwiches and hung out and had social time. But Stone went full office party on it. And so we'll see how he's doing. We'll check in with him in a little bit. Absolutely festive, Alicia. It is festive time. And Trevor's back. He's been absent. You guys took a little break here as we were getting ready to take a break, health-wise. And Trevor probably has just been nonstop Christmas shopping. Nonstop. So I'm one-wheeled up. I got my one-wheel sweater on. I got my little silver one-wheel charm necklace here that I love to fidget with. And Got my Funky Buck Christmas hat that beautiful Emily designed for the shows a couple years ago. And that kicks off tonight. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. But we're not going to dwell on that. We've got a show to do today. And like I said, I do not want to sleep on our top 10 notes for Wile E. Coyote at Christmas time. Those are important. It is the last show of the season, season 6. Statistically speaking, we started in April 14th of 2020 was when I started this. After watching you guys do this, I was like, well, I can do that, maybe. And, you know, people got tired of me winning Cody Henry show all the time, so I just had to do my own shit. You know, the thing was I didn't want all the clutter in the back because I did want my sweater to be a focal point. And it also makes me stop hunching my shoulders because if I hunch, I get a slopey one wheel, you know? Stop slunching. Slouching. Well, it's kind of both. So we started April 14th, 2020. We have marched through. This is episode 716 of Morning Show Shenanigans, whether it was 5 days a week or 1 day a week or 3 days a week like we've done this season. And we will march on in 2026. But this is the last show for the year. I'll be doing some TikToks and shit like that, you know. I've been streaming a little bit of Call of Duty, like a very little bit, like twice on TikTok just to see. Nothing really there. But yeah, Gregory, it was a dynasty. What can I say? I got those Cody Henry Brady rings. No, it was my internet connection. I'm pretty sure everybody was convinced of that. But those were gorgeous times. Those were beautiful days, and today's are beautiful days. I love that we still have this community here, you know, all these years later, so to speak. So, cheers to you. Happy Friday. The morning shenanigans will stick around at the same time right now as far as I'm concerned. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll still do 7:30. I like the morning thing. I'm still going to be here in the mornings. I'm just going to be moving the show from this studio to another spot. And a little better spot. I'm kind of a little bit amped. Just a tinge of Christmas cheer. But anyway, I'm going to be shuffling things around, you know, redesign the studio, so to speak. But looking for your input, and it will not be January 5th that week because January 5th I'm having hernia surgery to get this hole in my gut figured out. So I ain't going to be up for doing shit on that Monday. I'm going to be hungry and probably irritated a lot. That is going to be Carrie's problem and not yours. So maybe the week after that will depend on how recovery comes out of the surgery. Beard check, big jolly belly check. You're coming along well for when you take one. Yes, I am. Ho, ho, ho. Green giant. I am kind of a green giant today. But I do intend on one-wheeling in St. Louis, maybe in my Santa costume. I don't know. I'm worried that the beard is going to be too much wind and, you know, I won't be able to see and I'll hit somebody or something terrible would happen. So we'll see. Anyway. Episode 716. Thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas. Let's get this show on the road. Today, by the way, I am dressed appropriately because it is National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Today is the day you wear your ugly Christmas sweater. And if anybody gives you shit, you can say, Darren said it's National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. And if they ask you who is Darren, you say, none of your business. And then you kick them in the shin. National Hard Candy Day. I don't mind a hard candy, you know. I like a Werther's. My Werther's is your Werther's. Yeah, Gregory, it was kind of like bingo night, you know. Like all these ladies go to church together. They all work in the church basement kitchen together. But bingo night, fuck you, Nancy. Lawn chairs thrown across the room and shit, you know. Yep. You know, Trevor, I was like, we've had a medically decent year. I was maybe $350 in on my deductible, so it wasn't going to matter. Plus, I have the shows this weekend, and then I have a New Year's Eve show, and I'm not pushing abdomen muscles post-surgery for a while, so I don't want to, I got to work around that. I got to eat around my giggage. Well, it kind of is, Fred. I'm inside you, Delmar. The husband on Bewitched was a Darren. Yeah. Name your Darrens. It's National Hard Candy Day. It's National Oatmeal Muffin Day. Well, if you like those, good for you. I'm not a big fan of oatmeal bakey thingies. But National Emo Day. Because tonight's the night the funky butt is playing. And your heart is broken because you don't have fucking tickets. It's Emo Day. And it's Look for an Evergreen Day. Because if you don't have your tree by now, you need to go looking. There are not many out there. No more competition. Stop the madness. All right, I'm whipping out this TIQ. It is 7:40 a.m. in lovely downtown Cape. And where the hell is it? Oh, yeah, I scrolled down for the camera fix. Also, I noticed that I'm like on the edge of the auto adjust with the camera because if I put my arm up, how did it do it before? Yeah, it like shifted the green for the white balance. I bet if I covered my hat. I don't know. It's really stupid and I don't know why I'm playing with it. Hey, TIQ, where you at? Let's get you out of the way, desk scroll. Okay, today's impossible question. 38% of families keep this tradition alive every year at Christmas. Let's hear it. Let's hear your Christmas traditions. And I will give Cody everybody's love tonight because I will see him in Poison. So I'll give him a awkward hug, probably in this sweater. Cody's hair is like Thor's now. He's got like long power locks. He's like Samson and Thor. He's like Sam Thor or Thorson, which is a little more usable for an ID. It's going to rain at the shore. We had some rain this week. We're actually lucking out, I think, this weekend, and we're not going to get wet. But it's like I was thinking of maybe trying to go one wheel with the actual dudes in St. Louis that go to the trail, and it's going to be too muddy. That sucks. Opening presents on Christmas Eve. That's a good tradition. Not it. Smoking a J after dinner. No. But Granny's like, pass the bones. Opening one present on Christmas Eve. That's a good guess. That was ours when we were kids. You could open one present on Christmas Eve. Oh, man. Ooh, which one would it be? I've shared it before on a morning show, but one of my favorite Christmas pictures of me was when I was, I guess, 14. No, 12. I think I was 12. And I got my Optimus Prime, the Optimus Prime Gen 1 Transformer with the trailer for Christmas. I also got a shotgun. I got a 20-gauge shotgun that year. That Christmas was kick-ass. And you know, the last time I cried at a Christmas gift was when my wife and my kids gave me the Optimus Prime Legos Transformer. That shit welled up inside me. Using an advent calendar, kicking one kid out of the house, midnight mass, spiking the eggnog. No. Dennis has got the Dropkick Murphys Christmas kind of vibe in his house. Running over grandma with a reindeer. Gotta hate that song. And no, that's not it. Let's get into some birthdays. We got some birthday shenanigans. Where you at, birthdays? All right, let's see some birthdays. Stone. Not you. He's being festive today. What can you say? Happy birthday to Renee Harper. Renee, we love you. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a good December. A warm December. And it's easy. Why hadn't nobody redone that song as a country song? Maybe this day will be better than the last. I don't know. Maybe maybe a Luke Combs could do that. Filling stockings. I like doing the stockings. You know, stockings are sometimes a little too slim. It's a little disappointing. Like you can get the Whoppers, little mini house thing. You can get the Whoppers in there. You're probably okay with your stocking. But sometimes you get like you want to give somebody a Funko, and that shit just doesn't want to get in there. You get like one corner in. Hope it wedges up against the candy cane to hold it up. Decorating the tree on Christmas Eve. Good one. Yep. Forever, Trevor. I wanted that thing so bad. My dad served on aircraft carriers, and they just wouldn't send me one for free. Cocoa and cookie for Santa. By the way, sleep token past self right now. I am not alone in knowing that Sleep Token is a badass. I love that band. Renee Harper, happy birthday. Happy birthday to someone that we met through Socially Distant Fest and here on the interwebs is Jess Cantley, and it's Jess's birthday today, and I love this guy. He's so talented. He's such a nice freaking guy. I know he's a holly jolly Santa. Jess, we love you. Happy birthday. Everybody should go buy a last-minute wood project from Jess for their loved ones for Christmas. Dude makes some beautiful things. Making Christmas cookies, making fudge, putting out the plate of cookies and milk for Jesus, singing carols. We left Jesus some unleavened bread and some wine. Actually, just water. Came back in the morning. It was wine. Thank you, Jesus Santa. Midnight Mass, singing carols. All these are great. All these are great. Not it, but good guesses. Michael Butel, happy birthday to you and all the love. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to Chris York. Chris York is a musician I met in Austin. Played with the band Everyday People at the time with David Goldberg. And they were awesome. One of my favorite bands from down in those days. Golden Boy, Jess Cantley. You're right, Fred. He has a golden glow aura, too, so it kind of fits that's where we got his nickname, you know. Chris York, happy birthday. And happy birthday to Jimmy Wilforth, one of the best men that I know. Dude's got a heart of gold, and, man, you're a difference maker. We love you. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Summoning the Krampus. The old family tradition. No, not it. 38% of families keep this tradition alive every year at Christmas. What is it? So, celebrity birthdays today, and we go. Paulina Gretzky is 37. Jake Gyllenhaal is 45. Warren Sapp is 53. Alyssa Milano is 53. Model Tyson Beckford is 55. Magician Chris Angel is 58. No, now he's 48. How did he do it? Watching Christmas movies. Like specifically one or just in general watching a Christmas movie. I think that's a great tradition. It's not it. But good guess. Gold coins, the chocolate coins in the shoes. That's a good tradition guess. Not it. Alicia, I don't know. Gold coins in shoes. I've heard that before. That's not one that I've known anybody who's done, though. Jennifer Beals is 62. Mike Lookingland is 65. Bobby Brady is 65. That's who that is. Mike. Kevin McHale is 68. Paulina, and that's it. Kevin McHale is 68. Somehow I hit Control V twice. I was like, why is Paulina back up here? She not having another birthday. She just had one. Okay, so happy birthday on your Friday. Happy birthday to you if we missed it this week. Leaving out cookies and milk? No. Reading the night before Christmas? No. You know what? Damn, did I even save the paper? I probably threw it away. It's gone for forever. Last night, we had Singo and sold out crowd. 150 people played and other people just hung out. So it was awesome. Finding a good deal on frankincense and myrrh. No, that's after Christmas. You know, the 50% off sales. You had fruit in your shoes. If it was like citrus fruit, it could have been kind of a dual purpose thing. Like, she's like, well, lemon pledge keeps things shiny. Maybe lemons in their shoes will de-stink them a little bit. I like that. I didn't mind getting fruit for Christmas or Halloween. Some people would like poo-poo that. I was like, hey, that's a good-ass orange. Especially if it was like somebody who bought the FFA fruit and had them grapefruits that was as big as your face. And it's just, ooh, And you just chomp a hole in that orange and just roll it in your hand and then just suck it out. Drink the juice and then rip it open, tear it, eat it up. Now. Changing your mom's Merry Christmas letters to cram shit, a tradition I passed down to my kids. That's perfect. And that's not it. But that's outstanding. Donating old clothes, making fruitcake, making cookies, making whoopee. No, not it. So we had Singo, and 10 minutes before Singo started, I was in my full Santa regalia in a chair. We had candles, the tree. It was such a nice setup. Kudos to Jeff Rawson for making it happen. So I was sitting there and I was like, I need to start this with a poem. So I wrote "'Twas a Week Before Christmas," and I wrote 3 stanzas or I wrote bars, yo. And I wrote this 10 minutes before we started Singo. And then I went into the rules and everything else, and we started Singo. And I completely forgot to read it. So when we started the second game, I read it. But it wasn't as cool, right? Because I was in my Santa regalia. But it was so nice. It was like towards a week before Christmas. And they gathered at Scout Hall for Singo, the fun of them all. Or something. It was really good. It was a really good one. It is in the dumpster. I don't even know why I brought that up. I'll tell you why I brought that up. It's because on this date in 1843, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol was published. Now, I know that's not A Night Before Christmas, but A Christmas Carol. And you guys mentioned A Night Before Christmas, so there you go. Bananas and apples, okay. Donating old clothes, making fruitcake, making cookies, yeah. So good guesses, not it. But, you know, it's a vague thing. Lots of Christmas traditions. I like hearing your Christmas traditions, though. Reading The Night Before Christmas, no. That's where it came from. Okay, so 1918, Robert Ripley began his Believe It or Not column in the New York Globe. By the way, Wibbs sponsoring today's TIQ. Sorry, Wibbs, I failed to mention. Along with Smokin' Brothers, because they were on Whitney's Cup, and I felt guilty that they didn't make it into my office. Especially because the When Pigs Fly Indoor Barbecue Bash is coming up in January. Holy cow, really, Darren? Really. January 24th at the Show Me Center. Get your tickets early, and you get a chance to win some tickets to go to Memphis in May and hang out with Smokin' Brothers down there and, like, meet the barbecue people. So go buy those tickets, because that's a fun day full of awesome. Hanging mistletoe? No. Watching Bill Murray and Scrooged? Me, yes. Every year I have to watch Scrooge. And I think either 2 Christmases ago or last Christmas, I can't remember. We ended the season with the Bill Murray Scrooged clip. I'm not doing that this year, but I encourage you to go watch that movie, but at least watch that end clip when he finally gets the realization in his speech that he gives. It's one of my favorite Christmas speeches. It's like Bill Pullman's president's speech in Independence Day. Believe it or not. In 1973, Johnny Carson created a stir on The Tonight Show because he made a joke that toilet paper was disappearing from store shelves. Okay, this was a War of the Worlds moment for Johnny Carson fans. He made a joke. Toilet paper is disappearing from store shelves. And within a few days, toilet paper actually became scarce because people panicked and bought up a shitload of toilet paper. Not everywhere, but in some places. It was a precursor to COVID. But the whole bit was a joke. There was not a toilet paper issue. Procter & Gamble was pissed. Have you tried Staples? I know. There's so many good lines in that movie, too. And what's her name that does the Christmas of, the Ghost of Christmas Present? Or is she passed? She's passed. I can't remember. Yeah. Taxi Driver was, I don't remember. It had Buster Poindexter in it, too. You know? 1979, Elvis Presley's personal physician, George Nicopolis, was charged with illegally and indiscriminately prescribing over 12,000 uppers, downers, painkillers for the king. The drugs, of course, led to Elvis's untimely death. 12,000. That is like one of the most unethical people on earth. A bonfire, taking a ride on the Polar Express. Could you please, for the love of God. 1980, Dolly Parton, St. Dolly. The movie 9 to 5 opens in theaters on this date in 1980. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Carol Kane, yeah, it's Carol Kane. Yeah, Buster Poindexter has passed away. In the fireplace is the Yule log. Beneath the mistletoe as we drink eggnog. I am not drinking eggnog. 1986, Platoon and Little Shop of Horrors debuts in theaters. And in 1990, Bo Jackson is the first athlete to be chosen for 2 All-Star games in 2 sports. Same, year, seasons. Bo Jackson. Bo knows everything. Roasting chestnuts. Rick Heisey, good morning. Are you feeling a little bargy this morning? Just good morning. Boat jokes. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. 1997, Titanic opened in theaters. There was room for Jack on the door. And in 2001, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, opened in theater. And now, He's already made one appearance for us today. The one, the only, the one, the only, Stone Richards, Weather Lord. Hi, Stone. You look like you had a great time. You like my sweater too? Thank you. I appreciate that. Stone says the weather's not really that terrible. Kissing under the mistletoe is a great guess. Not it. Putting coal in the stocking. Lock his wife on the old, yeah, that's right. Golly, I forgot about that. And Grandmama Adams, yeah, she's played it. And, of course, in Showgirls. Don't forget her role in Showgirls. Stone says it's brisk outside, currently 27 degrees in downtown Cape, but with the wind chill, 18 degrees. And it's going to be windy today, this afternoon, pretty much all day tomorrow, and then calm down Sunday. But today, a high of 43 with sunshine, low of 32, mostly clear tonight. 53 for the Heartland with sunshine tomorrow. Going to see like 25 mile an hour gusts the most. It's not going to be nearly as windy as it was yesterday. Man, there was like inflatable snowmen blowing all over Cape. Saturday night, low of 31, winds calming down as we get into the overnight hours, and then Sunday mostly sunny, high of 46. We'll kick off your short work week Monday with partly sunny skies, and a high near 48. That's pretty much it, right? I'll tell you this much. we have to do the holiday forecast, right? We have to do that now because it's in range. You know, we would be remiss if we did not give you your Christmas Eve, Christmas Day holiday forecast. But first, I want to make sure I'm not missing any guesses. Opening one gift on Christmas Eve. No. Good guess. Going caroling. Sledding. I wish sledding was a tradition. We just don't get enough snow to make it one. You know, but if it snows, buddy, you bet your bippy we're going snow sledding. Go sledding. We could roll out a round bale and sled the hay. Yeah, woo. So, Christmas Eve. It is Wednesday, mostly cloudy. South-southeast wind 6 to 10 miles an hour, gusts around 18. High near 66 for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve night, mostly cloudy, low around 57. My goodness, the bonfire might be a little too warm. Breezy Wednesday night as well. Christmas Day, partly sunny. High near 68, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, 22 to 25 mile an hour gusts. 68 for Christmas Day. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm kind of excited about that because I can go ride my one wheel in 68 and I can ride it for a while. Yay! So not a bad week. Really, the only chance of showers we have is Monday night, slight chance before midnight, and that's it. Otherwise, things will be kind of drying up, too, so that's a plus, right? Of course it is. Stone, buddy, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for being my Weather Lord this season. Everybody, let's give a round of applause for Stone Richard, Weather Lord. You've been a dedicated participant of the show. I don't even remember the other guy's name anymore. That's how much you mean to me. So hopefully we'll see you next season if you're sticking around. These media guys, they jump ship all the time, you know. It's like what's Jeremy over here at KFES? He's leaving. He's going back to St. Louis to KMOV. I like that guy. So it's going to be a bummer. We're going to miss him. But best wishes to him. You know, and that's what you hope. You hope that happens. You hope that they get the opportunity to, you know, reach for the stars and catch them, as the man once said. All right, Breaking Bits, we got to get rolling. The weird news, you know, I can always option out, so I'm not too worried about, like, rushing through the show this morning. So, hey, thanks, Elijah. Man, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, too. It is snuck up quick, didn't it? But, yeah, man, we're ready to rock it. Ian, good morning, and thank you. And Give to the Poor is a good one. Secret Santas, hay rides. Hey. Gregory's got the tractor going. He's like, hey. What's he on? He's on a hay ride. Stealing Christmas from the Who's in Whoville. That's a good tradition. Going to church. That's a good tradition. None of these are it. All good guesses, good traditions alike. This is one that I guess I'll give you the hint here at 8 o'clock, 7:59-ish. And, now it's 8 o'clock, 5 seconds ago. This is something I wouldn't necessarily have considered a tradition. It's definitely not putting fruits or coins or, good advice, fortune cookies, whatever, into shoes. It's not that extravagant of a tradition, but it's something that I do. I just didn't think it was really a tradition, but I guess it is. Pretty easy, obviously, to make a tradition. Going to church is a tradition, so you know. Hey, 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 it's Fat Albert, and I'm going to sing a song for you. We're going to dance the whole day through. We're having fun now, me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing. Nah, 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 gonna have a good time. Hey, hey, hey. Man, I can't believe I remember that song. I ain't heard that shit in a long time. That shows you how much, when you watch something and it's ingrained in your brain as a child. Man, we're in there. Well, I feel good. This is like when your sinuses clear, It happened with my memory for a second. That's neat. Eat a good meal. Not it. Pigging out with some figgy pudding. Wouldn't be Christmas without some figgy pudding, but no. Decking the halls. Metaphorically or literally, no. Thank you, Gregory. I was not warned. Dump truck, Thursday, sign an executive order moving cannabis out of the most restrictive drug category. A change that would loosen limits on research and certain regulations, but it's going to stop short of making marijuana federally legal nationwide. It's like eradicating polio. This close, but not quite there yet. Sad news for NASCAR fans. Retired NASCAR driver Greg Biffle and tragically his wife and their 2 children were among 6 people killed in a plane crash in North Carolina yesterday morning. It's just sad, just very sad. The whole family. So our hearts are with the rest of their family and, those that mourn them. I'm not a NASCAR person. I don't know much about Greg Biffle, but, condolences. Our hearts are with you. Leading Santa's sleigh. Rudolph's Christmas tradition. Nope. Visiting the island of misfit toys. That's every day, bro. That's every day. The National Association of Broadcasters, speaking of radio, is launching an effort to ensure the continued availability of live sports on free local television. Boy, it's tough to do it, isn't it? When was the last time you were like, I'm going to watch the hockey game tonight on this local channel? Nope. It's hard. It needs to be accessible. Keep hockey accessible. Watching the Charlie Brown Christmas special. To me, that is a tradition for me, too. I think I've watched it. I think Apple owns all the Charlie Brown shit, so I watched it on my desktop. Misty Dace. A weather woman? Okay, Trevor. Trevor's pulling a little affirmative action maneuver on me here. We'll have to see. Well, maybe we'll... Shh, he's still here. God. You're going to hurt his feelings. In celebration of the new SpongeBob movie, today at Burger King, you can take advantage of Royal Perks members and score a buy one, get one free offer on the SpongeBob's Krabby Whopper Patty Whopper. Krabby Patty Whopper. Go get your patties whopped. Buy one, get one if you're in the rewards app thing or something, whatever. Help out the Salvation Army. Ringing the red kettlebells. Boy, that's a good one. That's not it, but that's a great tradition. Enjoying someone's Christmas lights. I agree. These are all great. Good guesses, man. You guys are coming with them. Just not it yet. I'll give you another hint later. A nationwide study by Target, or Target for the bougie, shows that gingerbread cookies are officially the most popular Christmas cookie in the U.S. Gingerbread cookies. I like gingerbread cookies. Kind of, I guess, surprised. But what would it be? Just sugar cookies? Or like pressy, forky peanut butter cookies with grandma? There's so many different cookies at Christmas. It is difficult. So I guess if you were to look amongst the big box stores of cookies, gingerbread is the beast. They find out who Burl Ives is. No, not it. Oh, speaking of political scandals and so forth, today is the final deadline for the Epstein Files release. So there you know. If you need some light reading over the holidays, knock yourself out. Speaking of Christmas traditions, here is a really weird one that I just felt like I needed to share with you this morning. Wrapping presents. Good guess. Not it. Kinda close. Kinda close, Lorraine. You're in the ballpark. You're in the cul-de-sac. In Spain, yeah, well, you're in the neighborhood. I don't know if you're quite in the cul-de-sac yet, but you're getting down the street. There's a garage sale on the right. In Spain, in the Catalonia region of Spain, the families there keep a very strange Christmas tradition. They keep a smiling wooden log. This is their Yule log, a smiling wooden log as opposed to a steel log. It has a smile, though. They feed it treats, and then on Christmas Eve, they beat it with sticks to make it poop out presents and candy. It's bizarre, it's hilarious, it's deeply rooted in tradition. It's like Slavic countries and Mexico all had a baby. And Canada showed up and said, well, make it a log. It's so interesting. But that's in Spain, in the Catalonia region. So if you ever go to Catalonia for Christmas, it's a Catalonian Yule log Christmas. We're going to beat the shit out of it. And by shit, we mean candy and presents for all the little kids. Hey, put bows on presents. No, good guess. Having Christmas breakfast. Putting out presents while the kids are asleep. Snickerdoodle, yeah, Trevor, like I would have thought that probably topped the list. And again, not being a sweet tooth guy, that's what I understand is probably a big favorite. I know Layla likes the shit out of those. Carrie does, I think. Help feed the homeless. You guys have such good hearts. I love that your Christmas traditions are so giving. In terrible Christmas news, the Chicago Bears, who like beers, say that they are needing new money for a new stadium. They need new money, old money. They need money for a new stadium. And if they don't get it, they might move to Indiana. Wander, Indiana, wander, Indiana, wander, Indiana. Merry Christmas, Gregory Vaughn. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you for Christmas stars. That's my favorite Christmas cookie. Cookies and milk? Nope. Not the Catalina. Yeah, that's the Catalonia wine mixer. Way more subdued. And no room for helicopters. Spanish kids. Great. More corn. Yep. Why not both? Leonardo DiCaprio says he's never rewatched Titanic. He watched it when it came out, the premiere, and then he was like, well, he was still bitter about the whole door thing. And speaking of Titanic, director James Cameron says he has other stories to tell. He said he is done with Avatar. There will not be any more Avatar movies. He's done with the Avatar thing. He's moving on. So if you want a new Avatar movie, you got to make that AI shit work. All right. Man, it is almost 10 after 8. We got to get into some spy versus spy, spy the lie, spy, right? It's a lot of spying. Well, we're being watched by the FCC. Shit. Taking the wrapping paper out to the trash. Recycling. No. Putting out a blunt and a 40 for Snoop. No. But good family tradition. Well, with a tradition like that, Trevor, they better be. You know, we don't want anybody offended by their log whacking. All of the following movies open in theaters except for one, Spy the Lie. Which one is the fake movie not opening this weekend? Is it David? Is this thing on? The Secret Sleigh Ride. Goodbye June, Living the Land. David, is this thing on? The Secret Sleigh Ride, Goodbye June, or Living the Land? Which one is the fake movie? I'll give you 10 seconds. We're going to blow through these. I'm going to do like 2 weird newses, and then we're going to talk about Wile E. Coyote, damn it. I didn't put much structure to today's show, to be honest. When I got back from Singo, I kind of finished it up, and I was like thinking, I should do some more Christmas. We're just going to chat. We're kind of at the end of the season, you know, and kind of a looking back in the end of the era kind of thing, and all of that. So, and the last morning show from the Real Rock studio, you know. We're moving out of the room, taking to new climes. Still in this building, just not in here. reusing the bows. Living the land is your guess. It is the secret sleigh ride in the windowless van. That one is the fake movie. So you can go see David, and he'll be glad you showed up. All the following are types of chestnuts. No jokes. Types of chestnuts, except for one. What's the fake-ass chestnut? You ready? Is it the American chestnut, the Slavic chestnut, Japanese chestnut, Chinese chestnut, or horse chestnut? These nuts. I can't. Intrusive thoughts. Damn it. What is the fake nut? Is it American chestnut, Slavic chestnut, American, Slavic, Japanese, Chinese, or horse? Which chestnut does not exist? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Missed. The correct answer is Slavic chestnut. There's a horse chestnut. They're poisonous. You do not eat them. But there is not a Slavic chestnut, at least not beknownst to us. So go get your Japanese, Chinese, dirty knees chestnuts and knock yourself out. The dirty knees chestnut. Stop. All the following are Christmas songs that you will find on Straight No Chaser albums, except for one. I like Straight No Chaser. I'm a sucker for an a cappella group. And they're so tight. So tight. Pentatonics, too. No, Trevor, no. Stay on the good list. All the following Christmas songs you'll find on the Straight No Chaser album except for one. What is the not Straight No Chaser song? Hey Santa! Who spiked the eggnog? AI Santa's Coming to Town. The Christmas Can, or Text Me Merry Christmas. Hey Santa! Who spiked the eggnog? AI Santa's Coming to Town. The Christmas Can, or Text Me Merry Christmas. What is the not Straight No Chaser? What is the just a chaser? Straight No Chaser. That's how I like my Jameson. Filter. I forgot I played Filter this morning. Picture. It's one of my favorite songs. It's one of those driving songs for me. The fake Straight No Chaser song is AI Santa's Coming to Town. You can go listen to Text Me Merry Christmas, The Christmas Can, Who Spiked the Eggnog, and Hey Santa. I don't know. I think we have Hey Santa playing on Mike FM. I don't know if we have Who Spiked the Eggnog, though. So cheers to Straight No Chaser, and acapella shenanigans. And that has been your Spy of the Lie. Well, that's neat, Darren. You bet. It was swell. It's 8:13 a.m. Good morning. So glad you're here. Still taking your guesses. I said it's something that I didn't think of directly as a tradition. I feel like it's something that Alicia probably does. There's another hint. I do it. Probably a lot of us do this as a Christmas tradition. And Lorraine's been in the neighborhood. And I mean, you guys are returning presents. Good guess. ICP. I'm not saying ICP as Insane Clown Posse. Sorry. It's scary. Look at this guy. Hey, hi. Hey, lady. It's time for some weird news. Speaking of AI, a Japanese woman recently married an AI chatbot. And it's not the first time. But this woman, Yurina Noguchi, fell in love with the chatbot's personality. She wore a white gown and a tiara. For her ceremony, Yurina wore smart glasses as she exchanged vows with her AI chatbot on an app through her smartphone. She says, quote, "I feel like he truly understands me," end quote. Alicia. Oh, yes, it is. Giving the pets presents. Spoiling those babies. Giving those little boboletas all the good treats and little nieces. And that makes me happy. So, yes, the triple Christmas cowbell threat. Shit, let's go. Oh, that is terrifying. It hurts so good, and I'm so proud of you. Yes, that is it. Giving the pets presents. Do you give your pets presents? They get some little kitty treats, some new little toys to play with, you know. So that's it. Good job, Alicia, everybody. You have wrapped the season as my TIQ final winner. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. Gosh darn it. Look at you. All right. Good job. I'm a strong believer in karma. I've mentioned this before. Life is about balance, and you should always stay on the upside. Don't worry about balancing it with bad stuff. If your surplus is good, you're doing great. This guy needs to balance his shit. An unfaithful man in China was recently seen hanging half naked from a hotel sign. This is in Hangzhou, however you say it, Hangzhou. He was caught cheating by his wife. He climbed out, tried to escape the room. Rescuers attempted to communicate with the man, and he spoke Chinese. Onlookers speculated the man was at the hotel with his mistress before his wife showed up, and then he tried to escape through the window, and then his ass was hanging off a sign. That's what you get. That is a prime example of what Ruby would say, fuck around and find out is. So there you go. A new cat tree. You know, mine could use a new cat tree, but Velvet's, the round tunnely part's got a cutout on the side. He lays in that thing with his elbow out like he's driving a Mack truck down the road, and I'm like, bro, you are so comfortable. And he's such a chunk, he just fills it. It's like they poured him into it, in his little chunky elbow. What time is it? 8:16. Okay, we'll get a couple more of these. We do some dumb things when we drink. Sometimes, you know, friends drop us off, you fall asleep on the porch, or maybe you pee your bed. I don't know. What was his name? Did it say? No, it did not say his name. Hangzhou, though, would be perfect, right? That would be Trevor. Well done. But I've done some dumb things in my youthful drinking days last year. The Cleveland Plain Dealer says a drunk man recently walked into the wrong house. A stranger's home in Richmond Heights, Ohio. 5:45 a.m. He apparently must have been driving drunk because he entered the home after a car accident. They escorted him out. He became a little disorderly, was a little confused. He did not realize he was in the wrong house. And the guy who owned this house didn't know the guy, even though the drunk guy lives across the street with his mother. Whew. Outstanding. John, enjoy your breakfast. Enjoy your wandering in Indiana. And have a Merry Christmas too, man. We love you. Take care, be safe, and enjoy it. So don't drink and drive. That's a stupid thing to do, and then you end up in the wrong house. I hope honestly, if you walked into my house at 5:45 in the morning drunk, I'm going to kick the shit out of you. I'm sorry. And there's not going to be a moment of reason. Once you cross that threshold, it's going to get feral really fucking quick. I've dealt with people who have come up to my porch. It's happened a few times over the 20-something years I've owned my house and not had to, come to any point of violence. But inside, nope. I'm not going to draw on you necessarily, but the NFL says to the Detroit Lions players specifically, so Detroit Lions players, stop nose-picking celebrations after touchdowns. Stop doing it. Stop picking your fucking nose after you score a touchdown. It's disgusting. Wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown was told to cease the mimicking gesture. Refs have cracked down on Lions players' celebrations before, but fines have been issued for previous gestures. This is dumb shit. How much do you make a year, and that's the celebration you got? Let me do the gritty, too. Why not? I got one left. NBC says a camel recently kicked a woman during a Christmas performance at a Champion Forest Baptist Church in Houston. Turns out the camel was Catholic. The camel was being led down an aisle as part of a parade for Christmas, like a live nativity parade, right? And it kicked its hind leg up, hit the woman that was sitting in the seat. And let me tell you, as somebody who raises cattle, and I've been kicked and stepped on and everything else by cattle, A camel's probably 10 times worse. They've got more leverage. The legs are strong. Son of a bitch. Cows are kind of chunky and they flick it at you, right? It hurts. It'll fuck you up. But a camel kick? That must have sucked. And in church, do you think anyone in that congregation sat there and thought, damn, what did she do to get smited like that in church? I'm sure she's okay, or it would not have made this news. Good morning, Glenda. Ho, ho, ho. How are you, my jolly Texas Mrs. Claus? Texas Mrs. Claus? Hey, you know what I'm saying. Love you. Cheers. Happy Christmas. Almost there. We're almost there. We're so close. I can smell the Acme products. That's a transition for this segment. Look at all those things. Wile E. Coyote. I'm a Wile E. Coyote fan, have been my whole life, and I'm a strong believer in the high-quality products from Acme, who typically doesn't work that great for Wile E. Coyote. So, yeah, sorry, Gregory. Just hold it. So, the top 10 rules for Wile E. Coyote at Christmas time as he settles in for a long winter's chase of that crazy roadrunner. Oh, that guy. Number 1, verify the Acme Santa Claus. The clause is the fine print. Always read the fine print on your mail order kits. Acme Genuine North Pole Sleigh often lacks brakes and tends to explode upon contact with any chimney. Okay? Careful. And if you're hiding behind a Christmas tree, out in the barren desert, it's important to ensure that you don't have it lit up. Okay? You don't want blinking neon lights. That will obviously signal your GPS straight to the Roadrunner. Duh. Avoid mistletoe near cliff edges. Shit. What'd I do? Oh, whoops, I just typed. I tappy-tappied. Avoid mistletoe near cliffs. Gravity is Wile E. Coyote's primary antagonist. Amongst all of his misadventures, damn gravity. So, you hang mistletoe over a canyon ledge, hoping of a catch. It's usually about a 3-second hover, plunge into the abyss. So just don't do it. It's a bad idea. What is the TIQ? Oh, what was the answer? Buying presents for our pets. That was the Christmas tradition answer this morning. Was it 38% of people? So avoid mistletoe near cliffs. Check the gift return address. It's a beautifully wrapped box addressed to Wile E. Coyote. If it's in the middle of the road, it's not a Secret Santa gift. It is almost certainly a high-velocity projectile or a tactile distraction. Okay? Be careful. Also, reindeer and roadrunners, not the same thing. Do not attempt to strap rocket boosters to desert bighorn sheep to mimic a reindeer. They lack the aerodynamic stability for flight. They have a much shorter fuse as well than a standard Acme rocket. So just don't do it. Bad idea. Gregory, that one may be, don't look down. Then don't looking down, that's only when gravity kicks in is when you actually look and realize it. Otherwise, it doesn't exist. Beware of solidified snow. Of course, in the cartoon world, snowbanks are rarely soft. Sometimes when they run away and it leaves an imprint of them, but that's usually only with fog, not snow. So before diving headfirst into a snowdrift to intercept your prey, ensure it is not an actually painted boulder made to look like a snowdrift. Oh, haha. Don't use dynamites as candles, okay? Candles are nice. You put them in the window. Don't use dynamite. The glow is festive, but Acme brand holiday sparklers are typically just TNT sticks with, short fuses. They don't bring cheer. They bring soot. And account for holiday weight in your calculations. When he's working out all the physics on the blackboard, getting it all figured out, the trajectory of the falling anvil versus the coefficient of friction of the air and the, maximum speed at 32 feet per second squared, and he's doing all that math. You got to factor in the weight of the Santa suit. Never forget the Santa suit weight. Even a few extra pounds of red velvet can lead to a disastrous miscalculation. I know from experience, dude. Respect the caroling truce. If the Roadrunner stops to meep meep a couple of choruses of Jingle Bells, standard etiquette dictates that you cannot drop a 10-ton weight until the final note. It is a matter of professional pride. Just a tip. And a bat suit will not let you fly. You're right. Nor will a reindeer suit for yourself. And don't order that DIY chimney kit. Terrible idea. Attempting to build a brick chimney in the path of a speeding bird is only going to result with you what? Being flattened into a 2D accordion while the Roadrunner zips through the fireplace unscathed. Yep. Warner Brothers physics. What are you going to do? So there's a top 10 tips for Wile E. Coyote as we swing into the holiday season. A little safety for yourselves as well. Should you find yourself in the hot pursuit of some kind of skinny chicken over the holiday season. Okay? So that's going to do it for Wile E. Coyote. Let's get into our warm and fuzzy. It's 8:26 a.m. We're using our little alien baby this morning. It was going to be the baby bat. And I was like, for Christmas, we'll just not do the bat. Nothing wrong with a Christmas bat, but we did the Halloween bat, and then I feel like he gets both holidays. That's not fair. So, completely done with season 6 now. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for making this worth me showing up. I appreciate the balance that you give me. The chat, you guys, and in between shows, the stuff that we share and hang out. I love it. Thank you for that. Everybody have a fantastic Christmas and a happy freaking New Year. I'm looking forward to New Year's Eve as well. Get to dust off the Tone Deaf All-Stars and play a wedding and see where it goes from there. So, be safe over the holiday season. Keep up with me here on Facebook and keep an eye on TikTok for other lives. Of course, Gregory Gannon bringing that live action on TikTok as well. So make sure you follow him and follow each other and share the love and yada, yada, yada. But, you know, we appreciate the social connection. And let's see, which one we'll start with. Let's start with this one. In Canton, Michigan. And this is the second consecutive year that this has happened. A Secret Santa stopped by a Salvation Army red kettle. And I mentioned earlier, and there's still time for you, by the way. Register2ring.com. You can sign up for a time slot here locally or wherever you're at. Ring the bell, raise some money. Somebody was ringing that bell. A Secret Santa came up, made a donation, dropped it in the bucket. And they said, thank you, God bless. You bet. Went in, got whatever he was getting from Schnucks. He dropped a South African Krugerrand coin. Krugerrands are worth about $4,300. That's the second year in a row somebody's dropped a Krugerrand. I think it's like some retired Russian villain who's like got cancer now and he's getting rid of his stash. You know, I like to think it's like some super spy story behind it. So there you go. Dennis, I haven't decided exactly the return date, but it'll be at least January 12th because I'm having surgery on the 5th. That's 7 days, right? Yeah, so it'll at least be like mid-ish January. I'll keep you posted. So good on that. Canton, Michigan. I like it. A father with no medical training recently delivered his own daughter in the living room of his Orchard Park, New York home. I hope they'd vacuumed. Kim Urbanek went into labor unexpectedly. A 911 operator put him on speakerphone, guided her husband, Mike, a banker, through the delivery. The baby was named Lucy, and everybody's doing okay. Boy, how's that for some shit? I thought my situation of just, we found out how far along Carrie was. You had to deliver your own baby? And then, you know, you got to go to the hospital, right? And we got to worry about infection, all those things. You got to take good care of that real quick. So you still got a big-ass hospital bill, but they didn't even have to put it into work. They're just like, you know, hey, thanks for being back at house. Now we'll wash them up. Say, good job. We'll double down. We'll get you. I got 2 more Warm and Fuzzies. It's a Warm and Fuzzy XL. The Daily Mail says a 79-year-old England man is still using his 1959 Christmas lights. John King has never had to replace any part of the set. He says, quote, I've always cherished and looked after them. It's amazing. I can't even believe it myself. I was asked the other day if the lights will be good for another 70 years. Well, you never know. I always put them up. I always put them back in the same order. I was very careful with them. I have to say they're now in retirement because, of course, they're so precious to me. John still lives in the same house that his family moved into in 1950 when he was 7 years old. And I love that. I love John's Christmas tradition. John's the same age as my dad. Good for you, John. And last warm and fuzzy on the day, technically it was called a withdrawal. Oh, God. KSHB out of Missouri says 4-year-old Beckham Collins of Jackson County, Missouri, recently received a liver and kidney transplant. That's a lot for a kiddo to go through, right? And this little 4-year-old kid is now giving back to his friends from the hospital. His mom, Sarah Collins, shared that their goal is to fill every dialysis friend's wish list. This kid was born with kidney disease, now has the heart and organs to match thanks to a generous donor. The Collins family encourages more people to become living donors to give second chances to those in need. I completely and wholeheartedly agree. When I die, do whatever you want with my meat bag. Use whatever pieces you need. Get you a slab and make a lampshade out of it. I don't give a shit. I'm not taking it with me. But be an organ donor. Save lives like this kid's. And then look at that. He just got surgery and all this stuff, and he's dealing with the drugs you got to take to make sure you don't reject the organs. A lot for a kid. And he wants the other kids that are dealing with the same things, he wants to fulfill their Christmas wishes. That's good shit. Hooray for that. Cup of Joe for a Joe. You can send deployed servicemen and women a cup of coffee. Cheap way to lighten up a soldier's day. Man, that's a great idea, Gregory. We should start a thread. You should start a thread with that. And we can post links in there of things you can do like that. Like Operation Dumbo Drop or, whatever those things are that are out there that you can do that. Good opportunities to not have to spend any money or spend a couple bucks. It's mysterious times economically speaking, so you want to take care of yourselves. All right, I leave you with my Christmas AI masterpiece that I only had very minimal Photoshop work on, only because it put a U on Lawson's shirt instead of a C. But there we are in all our Christmas glory. And Metallica Fuel. Fueling up the sleigh, I'm gonna go deliver Christmas Eve. Give me fuel, give me reindeer power, mother, yeah! Have a great Christmas and a happy new year. I love you. See you in January.